Hey, this is Gamebound, a little series where we play random RPGs here on the channel. And tonight we are doing a one-shot of the classic Dungeons and Dragons, but with a twist. We are going to be playing reverse Dungeons and Dragons here today, which means our players will be playing the monsters and I will be playing the adventurers. This is going to be weird. I don't know exactly how this is going to go, but I have some rough improvisation tools set up at my disposal so we can see how this goes. But first I think we're going to ask a couple of questions of you guys. Well, actually, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open a cold one because it's boys' night. Let's do this.
Didn't you already crack it open?
Nope.
Okay.
Just cracked it open just now. Okay, so you guys are playing monsters. Yep. Seth is playing an Owlbear, Jason is playing a Redcap, and Jordan is playing a Yeti, as you can see on our little overlay here. So I know some basics about what's going on here and why the three of you are in this dungeon, but I think we're going to start off asking a few questions, right? I think maybe we get a shot of the three of you in a large kind of dark chamber. There's three spotlights on you. And we see like shadowy silhouettes above you. You're in sort of a courtroom or judgment chamber, right? And there are shadowy silhouetted figures above you facing you. And maybe a hushed, monstrous audience in the background watching the proceedings. We see maybe the silhouette of a mind flayer, a silhouette of a dragon, a silhouette of I don't know, what's another, a demon or something, right? Some classic D&D monsters. And the three of you are on trial for something that you did wrong. But we're talking about Monster World here, right? This is a reverse world where we kind of pull back the curtain and we see what is it like for the normal monstrosities who protect dungeons. So let's talk about this briefly. What did you guys do to be put in this position? You were in prison for a little while. And now you're about to be judged for your heinous crimes and sentenced to some sort of punishment. You don't know what yet necessarily. But what would three monsters have done to be put in this situation? Were you all together doing something bad or what? I think for purposes, we can assume that all of you speak common, even though like Seth is an Owlbear and Jordan's a Yeti, right? Like we can assume that you guys can speak normally.
We're already doing goofy stuff. Let's just assume.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Everyone's going to be able to communicate just fine. But yeah, you tell me, what did you guys do?
We accidentally killed the big bad.
Oh, okay. That perfectly lines up with what I was going to have happen already. Okay, so you have killed.
There was like a trap set up, and we accidentally set it off while he was on it.
Yeah. Let me generate a name for this big bad real quick. You have killed the terrible white dragon. Let's see, Taldiri. Taldiri, the white dragon. Like a very powerful white dragon up in the mountains, up in the north, right, of wherever this is. Her icy lair is now empty, right? Like it's been like all of its treasure is open to the pickings of adventurers. Like you've created a ruckus in the monster world. Like how did this happen exactly? How did you get her killed?
I like the idea that we like set off a trap accidentally while she was on it. Or like we set off some very powerful enchantment spell that wasn't supposed to go off. And it killed her.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to think that maybe it's like some enchantment spell that like backfired and told her to like drown herself or something, right? Like she couldn't say no to whatever the powerful command was and just like jumped off a cliff or whatever, right? Like we just see this giant dragon just like yeet herself off of an icy cliff. As the three of you just watching in horror, right? So did you all do this together? And if so, why? Like, how did this happen?
This is completely totally. We're an app. This is completely and totally on accident.
So is this like were you part of some sort of monstrous exchange program where Taldiri wanted to get some monsters for her lair, and you guys were like, we'll sign up for this, and then you got her killed like in the day one?
Maybe what it was is she was setting something up, and we were supposed to be like there helping, but we were just goofing off, and because we were goofing off, she like kind of like an ability check, like you need to use the help action to help someone get something set up, but we weren't doing that.
Yeah,
and so it got her killed or trapped in her own trap.
Cool. What's your guys' relationships to each other? Is there any relationship besides fellow employees?
I mean, I imagine we all came from the same monster school.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
So goofy. I love it.
Cool. Yeah, everybody's okay with that. I think we just see the monsters, right? Giving you sentence. We see the mind flayer, tentacles twirling, basically say, by the I'm trying to think of the right word for this. By the pronouncement of the Council of Monsters, we now are going to give your sentence for the slaying of the ancient dragon Taldiri and the desecration of her sacred temple. We pronounce you guilty. And the council has also decided your fate. Your fate will be... I'm trying to think of exactly how they would frame this. Because some the initial idea was community service, go fix up a temple. But like, I think it would probably be framed slightly differently now because you're the ones who got her killed, and so you have to go back to her lair. That's
maybe they're just putting us in charge of keeping things in line while they look for a replacement.
Yeah, okay. You've been sentenced to community service. You will be required to protect and defend the lair of Taldiri until such a replacement, better, more suitable than you, can be picked. This may take some time.
Why
Taldiri was a very ancient dragon.
I come to think of it, I don't know why they're trusting us with this, given the context of this.
I think we can assume that they're all inept, right? Just as you are.
Low intelligence scores on the monsters.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mind Flayer even says, like, unfortunately, there has been a very horde, you could say, of powerful high-level adventurers who have decimated our ranks, and we have absolutely no one to fill this position as of now. So the three of you have been chosen to be her temporary replacements. In the meantime, you can just pray to any dark god that you worship that no high-level adventurers will be coming your way. If you fail in this task, you will be yeeted into the 9 hells to be tormented for all of eternity. Is your sentence clear?
Yeeted.
If we fail our task, wouldn't we already be dead?
See, there's much worse things than death, my little Redcap, and yes, you could die, which is bad enough, and if you're evil, I suppose you might go to the 9 hells anyway, but you wouldn't be going there as a tormented necessarily. But if you fail your task, if you refuse to defend the home, if you abandon the lair in any way, shape, or form, or if the powerful artifact that is kept there is stolen, well, let's just say that death will be the least of your concerns. Death would be a release. The flaying of your skin every half hour on the half hour would be a very minuscule approximation of the amount of pain that you'll be in.
Okay, I just have one question.
Yes, Yeti?
What does approximation mean?
That's true. What's our intelligence scores?
I believe that we are done here. Guards, see them out.
Oh my gosh, I have a -4.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the purposes of this, we can assume that you're some like intelligent owlbear that can like actually speak, right? So you're probably
Oh,
like maybe
yeah.
5 intelligence or something.
But still, oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just see like a bunch of minotaurs come over and just like start dragging you away. And that wasn't the important part. The important part is now you've been dropped into Taldiri's domain, and you're required to fix up the place, right? But the thing is, it's been some time, right? Like the bureaucracy of the Monstrous Council is so inadequate, right? It takes forever to get anything done. You guys have been in prison for months. And finally being sent back here is, I mean, who knows what's happened to Taldiri's lair in your absence. You're going to have to fix up the place and then get ready to defend it from adventurers. I think the first thing we see is the 3 of you step in to the chamber, the kind of antechamber that Taldiri first greeted you in. And honestly, you didn't make it very far past this chamber before things went really wrong. So can you guys see on the map? Can you guys see everything?
No. Wait.
No, okay.
It's.
Sorry,
I'm blind.
I had to delete your token because I accidentally messed with it. So let me put you back on here.
My zoom. Oh, that's why my zoom keeps changing. Oh my gosh! Stab it.
There we go. Okay.
Now I
should
see.
Be able to see now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. So everybody should be able to see in this room.
Yep.
Very nice. Yeah, so I mean, you guys can talk amongst yourselves as to how you're going to do this, or just start exploring the dungeon chamber by chamber. Totally up to you guys how you would like to go about this. We just see like, some monstrous airship fly away and leave you here, right?
Well, this sucks. I was supposed to see my girlfriend this weekend.
Oh, nobody cares about your girlfriend. Quit your complaining. We're all here.
I care about Felicia.
Do we have names, or are we just Owlbear, Redcap, and Yeti?
Owlbear, Redcap, and Yeti.
That's what I put on the overlays. So yeah, it's probably the easiest way to do it.
Owlita's gonna be so mad.
Who? What?
Owlita, my girl.
Owlita, yeah.
So your girlfriend has a name, but we don't.
And
her
yes, and
parents
it's an
have
owlbear
a
named Owlita.
-3 to their intelligence, as opposed to a -4. They're highfalutin.
Oh, well, you're all idiots.
Speak for yourself. At least I'm not small.
Yeah, well, what's your size going to do for you when I got a knife up your gut?
Wait, where's my character sheet?
My hands kind of have knives on them.
I do too.
oh,
I have a knife for my mouth. It does do piercing damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's explore. We didn't do much. Or
yeah,
so dumb, but I love it. Let's go. Let's explore the dungeon.
yeah. Where would you like to go?
Go up, like we're gonna do in the Monster League. Let's go up. He turns left and starts walking.
Sure. So up the north there,
Yes.
those doors. Sure. Alrighty, let me go to the.
I don't know if I can fit through that.
I think we can assume that all of you can. I mean, you can at the very least squeeze through, right?
I mean, if a dragon could fit through this.
Okay, that's fair. Peek your toes first.
So yeah, this room is it's an armory. It's stocked with weapons and armor. Anything that's like standard in the player's handbook or whatever, you could certainly grab here if you wanted it. But I mean, probably Redcap is the only person who's going to be able to use that sort of thing. But if you wanted to grab something, you could, or get armor or whatever. But yeah, it's like
armored bugbear. Armor. That's what they do. Never called me that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't have armor for an owlbear, but
owlbear, not bugbear. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, what do you do? Just wander around and poke at things?
I probably look for
literally.
like a helmet and just like try to squeeze a helmet on my head.
Yeah, I mean, we can make some sort of check if you'd like to see if there is anything that is useful to you here. Let's have who has the highest intelligence.
Probably the Redcap. Yep.
Yeah, Redcap. Let's have you go ahead and make an intelligence check. This is investigation. I don't think Redcaps have like skills though. Yeah. So I was
13,
gonna say with
feels like-
advantage, but it doesn't really matter.
13's pretty good given what our stats we're going with are.
Yeah, let's say, I mean, I think you can certainly find stuff that would fit a Redcap, but probably not for a Yeti or an Owlbear. So if you would like to grab some armor or weapons or something, Jason, you're welcome to.
Okay, yeah.
Up to you though.
Yeah, so armor and how many daggers can I find?
I mean, yeah, we can probably find like I don't know, 5, 6, something like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You just have daggers strapped all over you.
Yep.
Needing daggers. I got my fingers.
How heavy of armor would you like to grab?
Just light armor. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, let's do maybe like the highest light armor. So chain shirt probably is what you're looking at. Or sorry, yeah, chain shirt. Oh, there you go. Chain shirt. What does that give you? It gives you an AC of 13.
It gives you drip. That's what it gives you.
So your armor class will go up by 1 because you already had natural armor that was giving you bonuses. But it would be right, chain shirt gives you 13, and then you get 1 more for your dexterity bonus. So yeah, there you go. I just changed it on your sheet. You now have some chain shirt and a bunch of daggers. But yeah, that's pretty much what's in here. It's just like weapons for actual like creatures that have opposable thumbs. So not much for Owlbear.
You and your thumbs, fancy fingers.
So if you really wanted Jordan to like grab like a big sledgehammer or something, there might be something like that in here. But otherwise, I mean, I don't think there's like something for a large creature though. So it would be like a subpar for you. Yeah. Cool. Would you like to continue exploring?
Yeah, let's keep.
Onward and upward.
Yeah, so the only exit from this chamber is to the right. So if you want to go up that way, we can.
Let's go left. He doesn't know his directions.
Yeah. Okay, I understand. So Owlbear, as soon as you get in that chamber, you realize that this is basically where this is like there's a bunch of barrels and crates in here. This is very much like the pantry, right? Especially
food.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the room directly above you that's like adjacent to this. There's like a whole big like pantry in there. I think mostly in this bigger room, it's like non-perishable goods, so like rope and I don't know, any other thing that could be in the player's handbook that's storage or that's item wise.
Do we have like an inventory? Or should we just keep track of it ourselves?
I don't know if there is an inventory on.
So I'll write
on
down some rope. I grabbed some rope with me.
You grab some rope with your beak. Okay, you're just carrying around some rope.
I mean, I have like not like hands, but I have hands. I could grab the rope.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you could carry it around while walking necessarily, but yeah.
I'll throw it at the Redcap and say, "Take this. Dangerous to go alone."
Yeah, so I mean, anything else that you'd like to grab is in here. You also don't have to grab it now, right? Like this is technically your home, so you can always come back here and grab something.
I'd probably look at some of the food and like eat a little bit of it.
Yep.
So I have rope now.
Don't use it all in one place.
What was that?
I don't know
Don't
what that
use it
was-
all in one place, is what he said.
I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
I knew what you meant.
I know. I don't know what I was supposed to mean by that, but I said it.
Yeah. Cool. And then Yeti, you're kind of on that side of the room, and if you poke out, you see this is the kind of like you see basically like an altar up here. I think you probably met with Taldiri here. She was like laying up on the altar up here being worshipped by kobolds, I think. This is like that room, like the worship room / the throne room. This is where she like, made her appearances sort of thing to her followers. But it does, so I think there's like maybe some scattered coins. So the type of thing you would expect a dragon to be laying on, but like definitely has been looted by something since then, right? So there's like probably a smattering of coins. Let me generate it here. Not that you guys are gonna like take it necessarily, but just for a reference.
Those kobolds took all the cash. That's not cool.
Yeah, so you find the following scattered around, right? So copper pieces, silver pieces, gold pieces, agates and obsidian, random gems, and then a couple of spell scrolls. But yeah, it's definitely picked through, right? Like this is kind of like the dregs of the thing. So it's possible that like maybe her kobold followers snagged a bunch of it and ran. You're not entirely sure. But there is some scattered treasure in this room. But yeah, there's all sorts of chambers that lead off from here. Yeti, would you make a perception check for me?
All right, what am I rolling for that?
Actually, you can probably just look at your passive. You got a passive of 13. Let me make a roll real quick. Let's see. All right, you do not hear anything.
Great.
Yep. So there's a bunch of chambers leading off from here. So you can go, and there's like a hallway going south. So you can go that way if you'd like, or keep poking around.
I want to go this way.
Oh, an altar.
Yeah. So Yeti, in here you see a torture chamber. There's lots of blood and body parts kind of scattered around. It doesn't look very.
Is there fire in there?
I don't think there's fire.
Pretty fire in here.
Yeah, no fire in the torture chamber. I think you do see like large blood stains, like puddles of blood that are leading from the torture chamber to the altar. So entirely possible they were like cutting them up first and then bringing them to the altar to be eaten or something. Like you didn't get to see much of the day-to-day runnings of this place when you're here, but
Yeah, he goes, I've always wondered what's in here, and he like peeks inside.
yeah. So I mean, it's just torture implements, really.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else beyond that. Yeah, maybe some scattered
Just your
pocket
random
change.
run-of-the-mill torture elements.
Mm-hmm. Again, not necessarily useful to you guys, right? Is the point, right? Like maybe
is
there's an
it-
adventurer out there who would be interested in it. But...
The blood is long dried, right?
Oh yeah. No
Aw.
recent blood.
I was hungry. Too bad.
Yeah, but there's a chamber. You just had some food.
Yeah, I know, and I'm still hungry.
So there's a chamber leading out to the east there, Yeti. If you can follow that, or there's another door down here. There's a hallway. There's doors in the west.
I will go downward. Excuse me. However, I can move downward.
Downward as in back and down?
Yeah, back
Or-
and down.
Back and down, okay.
I'm backing down.
So
Back down now.
I won't back down. So this room is a prison. And let's roll. We'll just roll randomly to see if it's inhabited, possibly. Someone's still stuck in here for some reason.
Well, he would be dead by now if it's been months.
Yeah,
since
yeah,
we-
or someone's been put in here recently, right? Who knows? How do I do this? Stocking a dungeon. So many tables. Yep. I know that it is. That's not what I need to know. I need to know what the role is for. Let me look at this real quick. Shit hazards. Here we go. Chamber contents. No. Chamber contents. Here we go. This is the table I was looking for. Let's roll a D100. All right, 25. Hey, it is a monster. It says pet or allied creature. Oh, for the yeah, okay, I see. Let's find a thing to put in here. Let's say, yeah, maybe it's like some sort of. So this would be like the thing I rolled was basically something that would have been a pet or allied creature to the dominant inhabitant of the dungeon. I think the dominant inhabitant of the dungeon before was like kobolds, right? And, you know, all serving the white dragon that lived here. Trying to think of like something that would be in this cage that maybe wouldn't have died. That would fit that
Construct?
description.
I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, maybe not.
Not the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Something maybe magical, right? That was like a something along those lines.
What was Leonechka?
Oh, and yeah, it's not an axe beak. I mean, this is like the north. Yeah, let's just we'll throw an iron cobra in there. So for whatever reason, maybe something went wrong and this thing started attacking creatures when the dragon died. But you find a little construct in here.
Construct. Oh.
Yeah. So it seems likely to you, probably to Redcap specifically, because he's actually intelligent, that likely what happened, right, is, yeah, something went wrong, it started attacking people, or maybe there's adventurers, but for some reason it got locked in here by someone. Like, it's not supposed to be in here. But yeah, you see it just kind of like, you know, agitated, like as soon as it sees you, like agitatedly, like, you know, slithering around in a circle, kind of hissing at the air. But you could let it out if you want to, but it's just kind of trapped in there.
Dang it, Tina! Who locked you in there?
So, Seth, do you want to make a charisma check for me, and we'll see if it's true that you are friends with this thing?
I'm not friends with it. I just know what it is.
You just know what it is, but it hates you, right? Okay,
yeah.
So you've always one of the things that like really got on the wrong side of when you were working the dungeon. Okay, our name's Tina, obviously.
I've been waiting for you to name what was ever is in there, Tina.
So yeah, what do you guys do? Because like on the one hand, this will probably attack you if you just like try to let it out. But also, you do need things to like protect the dungeon with you, like to do your job.
I want to kick open the cell.
Probably what would happen is I would start walking towards it and back away.
Yeah, but then Redcap just wants to kick it open.
Yep.
Sounds good. And you have like a special thing for this, right? Like you have your like iron boots. Wow. 3d10 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. That's so much damage.
Caleb, please don't ever let us fight red caps in our mad caps or whatever they are in our campaign.
Redcap, yeah. So like normally this attack, they succeed on a dexterity saving throw. I mean, there's no way this isn't like the gate can't dodge you. So I think you just do 3d10 plus 4 damage to it. Go ahead and roll that, and we'll see how much damage you do.
Okay,
So if
how
you
do
go
I
to the
roll that?
if you go to the chat, you can do /R and then a space, and then write in 3d10 plus 4, and then press enter, and it will roll it for you. Yeah, I think 17 is damage is certainly enough to get rid of a partially frozen iron door. Yeah, so it slams forward. Redcap, do you want to make a charisma save for me? I don't think there's separate saves on your sheet, so it should just be a charisma check. But
It doesn't like
all
any of
right,
us.
let's roll some initiative. So yeah, the trick will be, I mean, you can just kill the thing, but then you won't have access to it to help you. So you could also try other things to like get it on your side, if you'd like. All right, Owlbear, you go first. So you see Redcap like kick down the door, and the thing just is gonna attack.
Really.
But yeah, I was gonna say you're if you're able to like squeeze through, if you have enough movement to like squeeze all the way into the room, I guess it's possible.
No,
but
I can't because this, from the lowest I can see, this is a 3x3 room. I'm a 4x4 creature. A 2x2
no,
creature.
you can fit into the room.
But even if I fit in, my point is, if I fit in there, no matter what, I'm overlapping the thing. I don't think I can fit in there.
No, you can do it right in that corner there.
Okay, but yeah, so would I?
So if you wanted to squeeze through and get in there, you could.
Is it right there though? I guess is my question.
Yeah, I think so. It was like waiting for a Redcap to do this. So
okay, so can you move me over there? I can't move myself over there now.
Yeah.
Probably what I do is like, dang it, Tina, calm down, and just slap it.
Blunder into the room and then.
I'll just and you know what? I can make these non-lethal. Actually, could I say dang it, Tina? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I'm smart enough to try and actually like calm this down the right way. I think I would just claw
attack. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You might just destroy this thing in one hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You hit all 3 times.
I would say non-lethally. I'm not trying to kill it.
Oh, except, so you do this. It has 0 effect because it's immune to damage that's not magical or adamantine of like bludgeoning, slashing, piercing. So
immune?
It's immune. Yeah. So you just like, and it gets knocked around, but
probably
like,
this
no
is probably why it's
scratch.
mad at me. This is probably why it doesn't like me. Is because I kept like going like, and it wasn't doing anything.
Yep.
Can we even touch this thing?
Unless you guys have some other damage type besides bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing, no. But I mean, you know this now with Owlbear, right? Like since Owlbear's done the attack, you didn't know that before, obviously.
Well, I can literally do nothing other than fail charisma checks. So,
could you pick it up and throw it?
I could pick it up. I could try and grapple it.
Yeah,
grappling doesn't.
You spent your turn
much.
This time.
I know,
just attacking. But
we didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Iron Cobra, I think will attack you, Owlbear. We've established that she hates you the most. So
fair enough. My character's gonna die again.
Say she finds him unbearable.
All right.
20 hits. My AC is 13.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not a. So it's 7 piercing, and then make a con save.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll a d3.
So I take 13 damage.
No, you take 7. It wasn't a crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then but you also take 3d8 poison damage. So another 11 poison. So sinks her fangs into you.
Dang it, Tina, stop it!
Yeah. All right, Redcap, what are you gonna
do?
Please tell me you have a way to do something to this thing.
I'm considered medium when grappling. Other than that, I have a slashing attack and what I just did to destroy the door.
Yeah, probably the best bet you guys have right now is to do like grapple the thing and put her somewhere else. I mean, you literally just destroyed the prison door, so you're not putting her in here.
Can I like grapple her and try and tie her up with the rope?
Yeah, sure. I think the grapple will be your action for this time, and then like next turn, someone can try to tie her up. But yeah, make an
I'll
athletics
grapple her.
check. Which if you don't have, it's strength. Perfect. Okay. And then you can do acrobatics to combat this as the defender, right? Is that correct? That seems correct. It's like some getting out of your reach, basically, or your grappling. Here we go. Yep, contested by. Yeah, she's better at dexterity, so do that. But failed. Yep. So you have her pinned, grabbing the coils, keeping her from biting anyone else. I mean, you're probably like manhandling her like a snake, right? Like just grabbing the the back of her head, right? Just holding her up. But then it's Yeti. Yeti, do you want to attack the thing that's being grappled or what?
Yeah, was it immune to cold damage?
You won't know until you try.
I'm gonna try chilling gaze.
Chilling gaze. Can you tell us what that does?
Does that hit all of us?
The Yeti
one
target,
creature.
one creature can see within 30 feet of it. If the targets can see the Yeti, or if the target can see the Yeti, target must succeed on a DC 13 con save against this magic, or take 3d6 cold damage, and then be paralyzed for 1 minute.
Well, she critted on her con save, so none of that happens. What happens on a fail or a successful save? Immune to the chilling gaze of all Yetis for 1 hour. So,
well, there goes that idea.
Yep.
It almost worked.
I mean, she didn't have a good cons bonus. She just rolled lucky. Yeah. So you stare at her. I mean, what does it look like when you do the chilling gaze, Yeti?
I think like Yeti stares and like does it like a Yeti scroll moan like
That was terrifying. Rip headphones users.
Yeah, does that, and then the eyes turn like really red and start to glow.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and she just like meets your gaze and then hisses at you like.
And then Yeti just goes, "I don't like your hair either."
All right, Owlbear.
And then I get multi-attack.
Oh yeah. Can you do that? Can you do chilling gaze and something else?
Yes.
You're right. Yeah. 2 claw attacks.
Nice. And 2 claw attacks.
Nice.
And my claw attacks have 1d6 cold damage.
Nice.
So let's see.
So unfortunately, you don't have a really good spot to attack her from. Owlbear's in the room. I mean, obviously, Redcap's like grappling her, but like she's still technically, according to the mechanics, in that square. Yeah. So I don't know if you can actually do this time.
Can I pick? Well, next turn, maybe I could just pick up both the Redcap and the snake and just carry them off.
Well, actually, so Jason, here I'll let you do something if you wanted to. Would you have moved her? Because technically, you can move someone that you're grappling a certain distance.
Yeah, I would have.
Yeah, let me check.
Pulled her out of the room if I.
Yeah, when you move, you can drag or carry the grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved. Yep. So how much speed you got? 25. So you can move 10 feet. It's rounded down. So, I mean, yeah, you could get here.
That's good enough.
And then have her there, basically. So yeah, if you want Yeti, you can make your attack. So I don't think Jason knew that he could have done that. So makes sense that you would drag her out so everybody can like attack her and stuff. Yeah, not necessary. So yeah, go for it.
I am pulling up the amount of damage it is, or the not damage, but the roll. 1d6 plus 4.
Well, I mean, you have to hit her
No.
first, right?
Hold on. Yeah, it's not that. It's it's just one. So it's what roll 1d20 plus 6.
Well, you can
There we
just
go.
click on the attack in there.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
I
click on
click
the
on the
name.
attack itself.
There you go. 21 hits.
Hooray! So now can
And
I
then go ahead and
click
click on
damage?
the name of the claw there in the chat, and it will roll damage. Perfect. Yep. So only the 5 cold does anything, but yeah, you can tell that her joints are starting to freeze up. You can make your other claw attack if you'd like, and that hits as well. All right, another 4. Yeah. So that obviously did something.
Crit.
Yeah. That obviously did something. But then Owlbear, it's you.
Owlbear's gonna. Can you get me out of here first off?
Yeah. Get me out of here. There you go.
Get there. Can I like attempt to like help grapple?
You can use the help action, right?
What is your Red Hat? What is your strength modifier?
+4.
Oh, mine's a +5. You're already grappling them, so I'll just help, and I'll say, "Dang it, Tina! I said calm down." It's like a more hick version of Bootsy.
Mm-hmm. All right,
and I'll
cool.
just do that because
Yeah.
there's not much else I can do since I can't attack it.
All right, and the Iron Cobra, I don't think it's going to try to get out of being grappled. Does this mean that she has disadvantage on attacks, though? What does it mean to be grappled? When you're grappled, you can't move. And that's it. All right.
Yeah, grappling doesn't do as much, really.
Okay. Yeah, so she's just going to attack you again, Owlbear.
Why me?
Because she hates you. We already established this. 23 hits, I assume.
Dang it, Tina!
So 7 piercing, and then make that con save again.
13 made it.
You got it this time, though. Yep. All right, cool. Yes, you just take the 7 piercing. She sinks her teeth into you again. But then Redcap, you have aid from Owlbear. I mean, she didn't try to get out of the grapple, so you don't have to use it for that. But you can try to tie her up now, and Owlbear can help you do that, basically. Make unless you have sleight of hand possibly as a skill, make a dexterity check.
I just imagine instead of tying her up with the rope, you just tie her up.
And I'm just gonna make a dexterity check in response. And she ties you, which means according to D&D you fail because you succeed because defender's setting the DC, and if you meet a DC in D&D, you succeed. So yes, just barely. It takes a lot of work, but you have an advantage. Sorry. No, you wouldn't. It wouldn't matter. You had 13 still advantage. Yep. I was looking at her roll. But you barely managed to get her tied up with the rope, so much so that she can't move or like be a threat, right? And I'm not entirely sure how you do that to a snake, except for maybe tie her bottom half to her top half in a way that makes
I coiled her into a loop and then tied that together.
There you go. Yeah,
so it's like a bundle of cables.
Yeah.
Just imagine it's like
over under.
Yeah. What were you saying, Jordan?
I imagine it's like Samus. How Samus goes from person to ball.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So you have the Iron Cobra. You have Tina tied up. Where would you like to put her? She can't harm you.
We'll probably carry her around until we can find a place to put her.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Stick around your enemies. Yeah. Of course.
I hang her on the Yeti's horn.
Probably a little heavy for that.
You think?
Yeah, I mean it's like weight of it's like a whole big thing of iron. So
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it possibly even lists.
Wait, could I use this as a weapon? Like swing it by the tail like a mace?
I don't think so.
That's fine, but it would be really
You could
funny.
throw her somewhere and let her bite people, but yeah. Cool. There you go. You've acquired a companion, unwilling as she may be.
Companion.
Yeah. All right, where do you want to go?
We caught a Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Ekans.
Yes, for 5 seconds. I was gonna say that.
It's more like an Arbok. Like she has the whole frill and everything, right?
True.
All right, where do you want to go?
Probably smack
Yeah,
Tina.
I want to go
Dang it,
south.
Tina.
Yeah, go south.
Yeah,
Was there
keep
anything
going.
else to the north up there, or were those two caverns
Wasn't
up
anything to
here?
the north, but there was something to the west. There were chambers to the west you hadn't gone.
That's
gone
what.
in.
That's what I was
I
about.
think. Yeah, I
Mhm.
think this just leads out to like some sort of ice cliff, the ice cliff that she jumped off of, right? But yeah, you do know there's a chamber to the left here. You see a door right here.
Let's go check that one out real quick, just because it's
Okie
like
dokie.
there's nothing. We don't have to backtrack this way.
Sure. What is the highest passive perception among the three of you?
My perception is a +3.
13.
I do have advantage on wisdom /
Passive.
perception checks that rely on sight or smell. If that helps
all
at
right.
all.
I have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell, and my passive is 13.
I think all of you have like 13. But yeah, it probably makes sense for Owlbear or Yeti to roll, right? Like that would be more helpful to you than just to take your passive. So I'm gonna go ahead and real quick roll a stealth check. Well, they crit failed, so there's no chance that you don't notice this, no matter who you are. So as you get to these chambers, right? There's like an antechamber there, and then
What about the uncle chamber?
a chamber leading into this next room. You guys immediately hear, smell everything, right? You notice that there's like voices in the other room, some scurrying, and like chittering voices. So there's someone in the next room.
What kind of voices? Can we tell?
I mean, if you guys can smell real good, it smells like kobold.
Did we know the kobolds when we were here? Or?
You probably knew. I mean, you saw them at the very least. Whether or not you talked to them, who knows? But they were probably scared of you. But yes, at least some of them stuck around. Looks like.
Guys, it's us. We're back.
Yeah, do you want to make a charisma check again, Owlbear?
No, but I will.
Worry about your queen.
Well, that's a good old 3. Yeah. So I think one of them says, "Nobody's home. Go away."
Okay.
That's what we want. We want nobody to be home. When did I become Barney the dinosaur?
Mixed with Donald Trump.
All right, mate. I made my monster companions. We're gonna build a wall all around this dungeon to prevent any of those deplorables from coming inside of our dead queen's castle.
When you guys get sentenced, this is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
This is the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Yeah, what do you do? Obviously Owlbear thinks that they aren't there because he has an intelligence of 1 or whatever. What are Redcap and Yeti doing?
I roll my eyes at Owlbear and go in to look myself.
Sure.
Yeah, probably.
What are you
drag you in there.
doing? They said nobody's there.
Yeah, so you see 2 kobolds very badly trying to hide behind these pillars, right? But you can see them. You can probably see one of them on the map. But yeah, there's another one right here. They're just hiding behind the pillars there. The room is cold. There's a bunch of like snow and ice here. I think there's maybe even like a part of the roof has collapsed. And then there is actually a Redcap as you walk in. There's a big white egg to the right of you, right here.
Ooh, breakfast.
Do you say that, Owlbear?
I don't see it. Not where
Okay.
I'm standing.
Yeah.
Yeti, are you going in?
Yeah, well, I say to the kobolds, you guys need to defend the place. You can't just run in like a little scaredy cowards.
Yeah. I think one of them says, well, we're defending something. We're not cowards. We didn't run.
What are you defending? Oh, is it treasure? Is there a magic treasure?
No, of course not. There's nothing important in here. Go away.
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted, I think, maybe, Jason.
But if
No.
there's
Oh, never mind. Okay. I just thought you were trying to say something.
But if there's nothing to defend in here, then why are you in here defending nothing?
I mean, yeah, Redcap, it seems pretty obvious to you that they're defending the egg, right?
Mm-hmm. But I don't care what you guys think about the egg. We're here and we're gonna put you guys to work. Get out of here. And
Go ahead and
trying
make
to kick them out of the room.
Yeah, make a charisma check to like intimidate them, right? Like your forced personality, see if you can boss them around. Critical 0.
We're pulling an Alyssa right now and failing our charisma checks.
like even not having bonuses, it doesn't matter. Like that's not the reason
that's
these are
true,
failing.
actually.
You're
We're
just
just
rolling terribly. Yeah. So I think they probably attack you at that point. So let's roll initiative.
And I'm already not
Right.
feeling great having gotten bit by Tina.
Yep, exactly. Alrighty. Kobolds go first. So they are going to probably attack Redcap since he's smaller. So they're gonna attack you with their slings from their cover there. So you got 2 sling attacks on you. One of them hits, that's 16. So you take 3 bludgeoning from a sling bullet, unless you have resistances or whatever. No, you don't.
Nope.
Yep. So you take so one of them dings you upside the head. And they just keep saying, "Go away! Leave us alone." What do you do? It's your turn.
All right, I'm going to. There's one distinctly nearer, right?
Yeah, one is right there behind that near pillar.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run up to him, straight up attack.
All right. Are you gonna do your boot attack or
No,
sickle?
I'm gonna use the sickle attack and the multi attack.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and just roll them one at a time there. If you just click on the name of it, it'll roll it for you.
So the multi attack is just the sickle.
You just get to do that
multi-attack?
3 times. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, let's see. Only the 12 hits. Wow, that was very bad. But you can go ahead and click on the name of one of those, and it will roll the damage for you in the chat. Yeah, there you go. You kill him. So you just like attack with your sickle. What does that look like? Just murder this guy.
So I just run up him and slash wildly, and one of them manages to land apparently.
Yeah, you just like somehow. I mean, he's like moving as frantically and erratically as you are, and in the struggle, you just manage to slice it clean across his throat, and he just like gurgles to the ground, bleeding and dying.
Where's the egg?
The egg is here. I'll go ahead and do this right there.
Okay.
Little worm token. Cool. So, I mean, technically, actually, here's something. Jason, you hit on that second attack. Technically, you can make your third attack after you move and go to the other one if you'd like to.
Okay,
it still fails, but like technically, you could have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless, actually, where were you? You're right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be exactly your move. But that's probably what you would have done, right? Is like moved and then made that last attack on the non-corpse.
Just ran, slashed through the one guy and kept going.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Owlbear.
Could you move me in there?
Sure.
Actually, yeah, you need to move. What would I actually be able to get given my movement speed? Or we could just say,
Yeah, let's take a look. What's your movement speed?
40.
40. So you would have to squeeze through these. So that's 20. You could get like there.
I can't.
I don't think you can get close enough to attack that last one, but you can get like right there. Actually, yeah, you can. You can attack this one, but it has like cover behind the pillar.
What about?
So it'll be harder.
Could I not get to? Oh no, that's Tina.
That's Tina, yeah. And this is just an egg. I mean, you could attack the egg if you wanted
so there's
to.
only 2 of them.
Yep, just 2.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. I would just say, so with cover, what would that be?
Yeah, I think it has
AC or something like that.
Yeah, it depends on. There's like half cover, 3/4 cover, and I think it has 3/4 cover from you. So
Well,
it's
just
a
attack
plus
and we'll
5.
So I say, you said you're not here, so you need to go away.
Yeah, I mean, a 21 even with its plus 5 AC is definitely hit. So all of those hit. So just hit with, you kill him with immediately, right, with the first claw attack. They just both get murdered. Yep, and Yeti. I mean, technically, Owlbear, on that first attack, you could just turn to the egg and kill it if you wanted to.
I wouldn't kill the egg. I'd be like, ooh, an egg. And I'd probably look at it for a little bit, like licking my lips.
Yeah.
Licking my beak.
Yeah, so I mean, Yeti, it's your turn next. Unless you would have just attacked the egg, I don't know if there's combat necessarily happening. But what does Yeti do?
I stare at the egg now.
Chat says to cook it.
I don't know about that. I don't like fire. And cooking means fire. I say we freeze it and then eat it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, there actually are people in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gurno. Is he actually watching, or does he say he had to leave?
I don't think he's here now. Yeah, but he was before. Yeah, Mr. Squid says freeze it.
Oh,
Gurno is a check. Nest it.
I mean, honestly, if you don't stop,
bop it, twist it, pull it.
If one of you doesn't stop Owlbear, he might try and eat it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. So Yeti is next, right, in the initiative. So would Yeti like go and scoop up the egg, or what?
Yeah, I think Yeti would go and like pick up the egg and like probably just like inspect it and like put it to his ear and shake it a little bit. Like shake it a little bit, see if you like a present or something is like or a box. He's like shaking it a little bit, puts it to his ear, see if he hears anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to describe a fertilized dragon egg sounds, but it sounds like that.
Does it sound like
it's obviously an egg that has like a almost fully formed dragon in it, right?
Really doesn't sound like much when you shake it.
Yeah, very very full.
So does Yeti does Yeti know it's an owl or that it's an owl?
It's not an owl. You make an intelligence check, as you happen to have nature as a skill.
No, nature is not a skill. Not for this Yeti.
Yeah.
Although stealth is, apparently.
Go ahead and make a nature check. Or intelligence check then. Yeah, well, to continue the night. Yeah, I mean, who knows what this could be, Yeti? It's an egg. That's all you know.
I wouldn't. Owlbear, being an Owlbear, probably wonders, I wonder if that was that big one time. I don't know how big Owlbear eggs are.
Maybe I think Yeti goes, maybe it was the kobold's egg.
Kobolds?
I don't think it's bigger than the kobold by a lot.
I don't know if a kobold could lay that.
I was gonna say there's like 5 kobold babies in here, if that's a kobold egg.
Think of the kobold, how big the kobold has to be to lay this.
I know, yeah.
Maybe it's a Yeti egg.
Do Yetis have eggs?
I don't know. I haven't
Redcap
seen
knows.
one, so maybe they probably exist.
Redcap knows that Yetis do not lay eggs.
Can confirm.
Yeah, so it seems like the two your dumb monster companions are sizing up this egg as if to eat it. What would you like to do, Redcap?
I just,
Do you want to make an intelligence check for me? See if you know what it is.
sure.
I don't think it's gonna be super difficult.
Waiting for that 0. Okay.
I was gonna say 11 is good enough. I mean, Redcap has like an actual intelligence score. It's a very easy assumption to be like, oh, this is Taldiri's egg, right? This is a white dragon egg, right?
Yeah, so
Not that hard to figure out.
It's like, don't worry about what it is, Yeti. Just carry the thing.
Okay. Where am I carrying it?
Yeti is just our
Iron
zoo.
Cobra. Iron Cobra in one hand, egg in the other.
This is definitely a D&D first for me. Carrying an iron cobra in one hand and a dragon egg in the other one.
Yeah. Cool. Where do you want to go now? After you've murdered the caretakers of this egg for no good reason.
We had a
We
good
attacked
reason.
first.
They
They're
said
the
they
ones
weren't
that didn't
there,
listen
and
to
they
me.
weren't.
That's
so
true.
we had to fix
It
that.
was self-defense. That's true.
And I didn't attack them. I haven't done... No, that's not true. I have done some damage. I did some damage to the cobra.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so where do you want to go? I mean, the places you haven't explored yet are basically all to the south now.
And that's where I wanted to go, so.
So you want to go back down that hallway then?
Mhm.
Cool. All right, I'll drive.
I before we leave, I stoop down to the dead kobolds and I just do the popsicle taste thing where you just barely stick your tongue out and just, I do that in the kobold blood.
What? It tastes like blood, Yeti.
That's true. I would probably
Okay.
munch on the kobolds a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how good kobold tastes, but
I think that's why Yeti did it. He's wondering how good they taste. He's like,
yeah, I mean, it's
People
up to
are
you
better.
guys. Up to you guys if that's your thing, but
I think that he
typically
goes,
lizards aren't very good eating.
They're probably pretty. They're probably pretty bony. Not a lot of meat.
tastes like chicken.
That would be the egg. I guess we just keep going.
Yeah, head down. So
So-
because you've all failed your perception checks up to this point, in terms
Hey,
of
you didn't even have us roll last time. They failed their deception check.
well, yeah. So I mean, this time, you already. What I mean to say is, Yeti has already failed the roll to notice what's in this chamber.
Fair.
So, you guys walk right in. And you get there, right? And Yeti, you walk in with an iron cobra in one hand, an egg in the other, and you just walk into this chamber and you see a whole like tribe of orcs just hanging out in this chamber. What do you immediately do?
Wait, orcs?
Yeah, orcs.
Oh, this is going terribly, terribly wrong.
Actually, here, let's do this. Who has the lowest dexterity?
I have a feeling it's me. Actually, no. I have a +1.
I have +1.
I also have +1.
Do
Oh.
either who has stealth skills? Anyone have stealth skills?
I have the
just Yeti.
disadvantage on stealth.
Okay, then you're the one making this roll. So Jason, go ahead and make a dex roll with disadvantage, and I will. This will be against their passive perception. So go ahead and roll dex to see if that's a good old 4. I don't think there's any way they don't hear you coming. Unfortunately, you didn't hear them coming, so they're prepared for you. I think we just roll initiative, and it's a surprise round. So they're definitely just going to attack you guys because you're monsters. So yeah, go ahead and click on your tokens, and we'll roll some initiative.
Yeti just goes,
Oh, hey guys, are you here to help?
what is it?
Are you here to help defend the dungeon from invaders?
So yeah, go ahead and I think we're waiting on Owlbear. initiative here. Just rolling some stuff.
I don't think the egg gets initiative.
Well, just in case. Owlbear, I don't think you were old.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was talking about something. Just initiative again.
Yeah, initiative. Yeah,
Mhm.
Trying to multitask. Sorry.
you're good. You walked into a room full of orcs. Right. All right. It would be Yeti's turn. It would be Iron Cobra's turn. It would be Owl's turn. You all would have gone before them if you were not surprised. So instead, we have this bigger orc. He's gonna.
Can we
rush
call him a
towards you.
bork?
Sure.
Yes.
Is that the thing that's in front of me right now? I can't actually see it.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Oh wait. Oh, never mind. That's that's Jordan in front of me. I literally just see two red sections of a token. I can't see because of there's like the center.
Oh
wall.
yeah. There's yeah. So this bigger orc is gonna come right over to you, Yeti, and attack with its great axe.
Not that great. See, it's not that great at all.
It only hit with one for 10 slashing. So yeah, it digs into your hide. And then the other Orog is going to try to rush across the room, but I'm not sure it'll reach you. Oh, actually, it has a bonus action thing. Nice. So it's going to move its regular movement. And then a bonus action to move even further, and it can still attack. So another 2 great axe attacks. Both of those hit. So 12 and an 8. And then all the orcs go. Luckily for you, I don't know how many of them are actually going to be able to get into range. Only 2 of... Actually, probably, 4 more of them will be able to... Actually, that one will just have to go there. Let's see. Yeah, there you go.
How many orcs are in that room?
Quite a few. They're just all rushing to the door, basically. So you're going to get 4 more orcs attacking you, Yeti. Luckily, these guys only have 1. Oh, no, they have javelins, too, so they're all going to be able to attack you.
Oh, great.
Yeti just might die. All
Here's
right,
nice knowing
hit.
you.
The other food.
Hit. Yeah, so another 12 slashing. Are you still up?
Yep.
Nice. Hit. 11.
Dead.
Miss. All right, so you're down after that one. They won't throw javelins at you then. Let's see. I think you have probably 3/4 cover on them, Owlbear, but they're gonna throw javelins at you, the ones that can't attack.
Gonna
In the
die.
back. So you have, what's your AC?
13.
So it's actually 18 for these
Oh,
rolls.
okay. Okay. Watch them crit.
So hit for 6 piercing. Hit for 8 piercing. Thank you, darling.
20 hit points.
Miss.
Oh, one misses.
And miss. There you go. Right. Yeti, it's you. Make a death save.
How insane would it be if I actually... What was it? Just a D20?
Yeah, it's just a D20, yeah.
If I got a natural 20 on this? Oh my gosh!
That's so close. So close.
Hey, wait, does he drop the egg?
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
the
think
Cobra.
it's strong. Yeah, I think it's strong enough that like it just rolls around and doesn't get broken or anything. But yeah, technically they're on the ground. Very good. Well, it's one save anyway. Here, let me make a roll real quick.
See if that dragon just hatches.
Exactly. We see the egg rolling, right? And let's see if it's gonna make a. I don't know what's to be birthed roll. What's that? What's that stat?
Luck
Well, I guess
or
here's the question:
constitution.
is it ready to be? Is the roll? Am I ready to be born, or can I get out of the egg?
Yes.
Let's make a
Those
con
are
save
the same
first.
thing.
I was gonna say con makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, let's make a
Yeah.
con save to see if it's like if it will hatch, right? Oh, certainly it does, right? Critical success. It's like I'm ready to go. Let's do this. Yeah, I think with a crit, I'll just have it like it cracks open, right? The egg cracks open. We're all like, oh no, right? Like the whole audience is watching this happen, and then the egg rolls a little bit. It cracks, and then the dragon comes out, and then probably is going to do its like breath, right? Because it's its turn. So, all right, it's going to do cold breath on all of the orcs. Let's see. I think it can pretty much hit all of them. Yeah.
I cannot see any of this happening, of course, because there's a
We'll say the only one it can't hit is this one right here. The one that's like right next to you. So they're all going to make con saves. How many orcs need to make this con save? 1, 2, 7. 7 of the regular orcs. So success, failure, success.
That check is really low.
Yeah, I mean it's like a baby, so I mean it still does like damage, right? Even if they fail this or they succeed this. So and these orcs don't have a whole lot of hit points. So let's see. So 9 damage on that first one. Yeah, we just see cold ice rage go everywhere. And then let's see, 15. Yep. So that one. With an 18, this guy in the corner here is dead. He just freezes to death with his crit fail. And then the rest of them are all still alive but damaged. But then I'll make a check for the big orcs too. All right. So con fail and success. So one of them takes 18 damage. Whoop, that's not correct. There we go. And the other one takes 9. All right. Yeah, this certainly did a lot of damage. I mean, all of the orcs are very damaged at that point. And then we'll go ahead and have the Iron Cobra, since it's on the floor, make a bite attack against the orc that's probably this Orog that's like directly in front of it.
Can I say that as I was going down, Yeti screams,
Reggie is not ready to die!
You say Reggie?
Reggie.
All right. So
Reggie,
the Cobra missed. Its teeth sinks into the armor of this bigger orc over here, but doesn't quite connect. And then Owlbear, it's your turn. You see Yeti fall before you.
I can't really see anything, so if you could move me in an area.
I mean, part of the issue is I don't know if you can actually reach. Well, actually, you can stand over his body now. So there you go. Yeah, you can stand right there.
Oh, there's a lot more than I thought. Where's
Yep.
the dragon and the cobra?
You're on top of the dragon. Let me bring your token to the back. Oop. Now you're. There you go.
I didn't move. I'm still on top of Jordan.
Yeah, I know you're on top of Jordan, but
okay.
I'm not sure you can't move anywhere else, right? That's as far as you can get.
Yeah. Honestly, part of me wants to run away because I'm probably gonna die. But yo, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's do this. Owlbear's gonna.
Hopefully, Redcap can make a roll to like get them to stop attacking, right?
I think I go for the big. Do the big guys look pretty damaged?
This guy does.
Which
one
one?
on the
The guy on the left. I'll claw him. No, I'll bite him. Yeah. I'll bite the big guy.
Okay. Very good.
Not
Not
down.
down.
I'll claw him.
Oof, that misses.
Claw him again.
That one hits. Oh, he has 1 hit point left.
TPK. TPK.
Y'all just die.
I
And
mean,
then you play
let's
the next
face-
monsters that are sent into the dungeon.
That's my turn.
All right, there you go. Redcap, what are you gonna do?
Hit with the second claw attack.
Can,
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
even get in there past the Owlbear?
Nope.
Probably
So
what
I-
it is Owlbear thinks these are the people we're supposed to be defending.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna I can't get in and
Mhm.
actually attack or anything, so I'm just gonna like yell and it's like
Yeah.
you idiots, we're the new substitute bosses.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and make a charisma check. There you go. That's better. All right. I think a 15 will be good enough. I think at that point, one of the bigger orcs sniffs and then says, "Well, why didn't you say so?" Sorry about that, Reggie. Pats the Yeti.
Oh, sorry, Reggie. I didn't know it was on you.
Reggie
Same.
lays there in death.
Does someone want to?
Precious.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess it's Yeti's turn next. Yeti, make a death save because the orcs are just standing around. So it's just a d20.
Nope.
Okay, 1 fail.
Quick, dragon, cauterize the wound.
With ice.
Owlbear, do you want to attempt a intelligence check to stabilize your friend?
If I crit fail, does it make it worse?
I think so.
Okay, let me reword this. What kind of roll will make it worse? Just a crit fail?
If you crit fail, yeah, I think it'll make it worse.
Just a crit fail, though.
Just a crit fail, yeah. It's only a
What
DC
are the
10, right?
chances?
You're really close. Yeah, I mean, so you don't do anything, like you're just like trying to get him CPR, not knowing what to do, right? Like, then Redcap, do you want to try to stabilize your friend?
I try and shove Owlbear out of the way best I can, and
Yeah, go for it.
I rolled an 8.
I don't think you have disadvantage, do you?
Oh no, sorry, my bad. 11.
Yeah, so 11 is just fine, right? You just need a 10 to stabilize someone.
Okay.
So, yeah, there
I
you go.
tried to give him mouth to mouth, but I just give him beak. I have a beak. It doesn't work.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, like we probably skip ahead from that point, right? Like everyone's like Yeti's back up, probably at 1 hit point though, right? Like he's just woken up from a couple hours of like rest or unconsciousness rather. He has 1 hit point. Everybody's sitting around in this main chamber, like, oh, sorry about that, boss, right? Sort of a thing. And they're like, yeah, we were sent here a little bit ahead of you guys, but you know how it is. Like adventurers around every corner. Who knows what could happen? So yeah, what's everybody saying?
Yeah, we had to take care of some of those adventurers, those adventurer kobolds up in the room up there. They were trying to steal this egg.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an egg anymore. I guess we should actually take care of that first. I think someone needs to make an animal handling check to like get this dragon to calm down.
I'm gonna name this one Tina 2.
So whoever has the best intelligence, unless animal handling is
Not me.
It's animal handling.
That would be
wisdom.
me.
Might be wisdom though. Let me check. Yeah, it's wisdom. Do you have a different wisdom score?
My wisdom is slightly better.
Okay, well there you go. I think there you go. I was gonna say you
18.
probably didn't even need to roll. We can just take, but yeah, 18 certainly is really good. And I think what we probably see immediately, right, is that like the egg is like rolling around trying to snap at the orcs, and you know Redcap goes over to it, and I guess you tell me, how do you calm it down exactly?
Redcap probably hasn't even dealt with a dragon.
Oh yeah,
Like,
probably not.
except for the one that he killed.
Yeah, on accident. Yeah.
He just screams, "I killed your mother, and I'll put you where she is."
Yeah,
he
just-
wants
You want
to
to
do.
join your mother?
The dragon just starts like whining or something and like yelling at all the orcs that tries to get close, and he's just like shut up, you're fine. And he just calms down and comes and sits next to the Redcap.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think you guys are all talking through things afterwards then. And Yeti was saying that about the kobolds, and I think one of the orcs looks at you, Yeti, and says, "Oh yeah, we had to chase off a couple of kobolds ourselves. Pesky scavengers."
Yeah, they said they weren't there, and then they were.
So here's actually a question. Redcap and Owlbear, would you guys have searched the rest of the dungeon while Yeti was out? I mean, it's a couple hours that happened in.
Might as well.
Yeah.
We'd have looked around.
So I think the only thing that matters, right, is that you do know now that the rooms directly to the left of you, these ones right here, that were below you where you started, those are the actual like treasure rooms. In both of them, actually, I think there's like white gems in the back of the halls, the back of the rooms. And you know that the pair of those gems, those are the main thing that needs to be protected in this dungeon. Is like those, because there's some sort of powerful pair of magical artifacts that do something you're not sure what. No one told you. But
Owlbear tries to eat one of the gems and it doesn't work out very well. So he just leaves it alone.
I mean, it's like stuck to the wall, basically. Yeah.
I didn't say that doesn't change anything. He still tries to eat it.
Yeah.
Gummies!
Redcap, would you make a intelligence check for me?
Can do.
Nice. Yeah. Critical 20. Yeah, you're like, I have no idea how anyone signed off on this. It is totally stupid to leave your treasure, the most important treasure, at the front of the dungeon. Like, you're like, who signed off on this? There are regulations against this sort of thing. But so it's up to you, like, and now you guys have like the lay of the dungeon. You know what's available to you. The next phase would be like figuring out what to do how to defend it against adventurers. What would be your preparations?
I have this idea.
there.
I have this idea that me and the Yeti are actually the ones that got the dragon killed, and Red Hat, the Red Hat just kind of got implicated in with this, like, because he was also there. But really, he's the only one who knows what he's doing.
Makes sense. I like to think with that 20 intelligence roll that Redcap just made, he's like read all of the monstrous manuals on dungeon keeping, right? Like,
okay, how do I actually have a view of the dungeon layout?
Oh yeah, but Caleb might need to like unhide it or something.
I'll just reveal it to you guys now. My pillow's going crazy. There we go.
Well, maybe you should have gotten a sentient pillow.
But I love having random.
It's not a sentient pillow. It's a mimic.
What's the difference?
Mimics are sentient, aren't they?
Yes, but mimics can be more than just pillows. Mimics are
now?
people too.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
And chairs.
So yeah, there you
go. Okay, so this room right here is the one where the things were at.
Yeah, both of these rooms that are right there, each of them have they have treasure in them, a whole bunch of treasure. And they also have gems at the back of each of the halls that are like a pair. If you get both of them, you know there's like it's a pair of magical artifacts that can be used to do something. But yeah, yeah, exactly. Those are that would be the thing, if anything, that adventurers would hear about and want to come here to grab, right? So that's what you're sworn to protect more than anything. But yeah, up to you guys. You know what you have available to you now. Up to you. I think like I'm most curious, right? What would you do in the rest of like the next couple hours to try to prepare this, right? I think something's gonna happen before you don't have days or weeks or months to prepare this. Like you have hours. What would you do in the first intervening hours?
You said those gems are buried in the wall?
Yeah, they're like fused to the wall in some way.
Owlbear could try and rip them out if he was told to.
I want Owlbear to try and rip them out.
But they
Yeah,
don't
put
look
'em
like
somewhere more safe.
food.
Yeah. I want to put them behind where that dragon chamber was. That's where it makes sense.
Oh, okay. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh, wait, wrong thing. 23.
This is what Owlbear's good at. Yeah,
Yes,
23
not-
is certainly enough to get both of them out after some work, right? Like you have to like bite down on them really hard and then pull as hard as you can. But eventually both of them pop out of their sockets. And Redcap, yeah. You have these two white gems. They look like diamonds or whatever, right? Kind of. They're more triangular. I'm trying to think of the actual shape of this. It's I'm imagining they're shaped like the Sim gems that are above the Sims heads, right? That's the
Nice.
shape of these white gems.
Okay, so that much more tapered look. To
Yeah,
them.
way more tapered. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I can't believe somebody approved putting these things right here. You're gonna move them where it belongs, right behind the main chamber. So, yeah, just take him to the room that we found the egg.
Sure,
That's
the most secure.
back of the dungeon.
Yeah, just set him in there or what?
I mean, yeah, that's what the Redcap would do. So it's just, I mean, put them in the corner, maybe try and make them hidden a little bit, but
As a note, you do have a storage room full of like random things like chests and barrels and crates. Like you just put them in like a chest or something, and put them in there.
But wouldn't that be the storage room that we came through, which is right by the entrance?
Yeah, no, what I mean is like grab one of the chests, put them in that, and then put that chest in the other room, right?
Wait, are there different sizes of chests?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think we put the chest, or we put the stuff in a chest, in the smallest chest we have. Then we put that chest in a barrel. Then we put that barrel in the bigger chest. Then we put the whole thing, and we put locks on all of it. Then we put that in the back, and then we cover the big chest in the rest of the barrels, and then we just put like kobold bodies around it, and
We just take those two bodies that are already there and just drape them
on top. Yeah. Sure. I mean, you could do something like that. Would that be what Redcap would want to do? Is Yeti actually explaining this? Like,
yeah, I can imagine Yeti going, put a box in another box. Yeah. Put that box into another box.
Yeah.
And Redcap is just,
this could work. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, you have the manpower to do it. I guess the question would be like, how well is it hidden, right?
It's not hidden at all.
It's so I'm thinking make a. Well, I mean, like I think there should be a roll here to determine like how. I'm trying to think of what is being determined here. It's like how hard actually is it to get to this thing? Let's just do an intelligence check from you, Redcap.
All right.
The mastermind here. Yeah, 18 I think is good. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think more than anything, it's just going to take time, right? For someone to actually get to these things. It's just annoying to have to sift through all this stuff. If someone has all the time in the world, this isn't going to be that big of a deal to them. But I guess the idea would be, right, if someone gets to this room without you knowing it, you have time to find them before they'll actually like get to the thing. Okay. Cool. Any other preparations you would like to make? Where would you like to set your people?
Dragon.
You got seven orcs. You got 7 orcs, a young dragon wormling, and an iron cobra that doesn't like you and won't listen to your orders.
I think we put the snake in a pot in this room.
Oh, that's a great idea.
In the treasure room that you put the gems in.
Yes.
And then we cover it with some gold.
Yeah. Cool. That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Yeti was helping Redcap do this whole thing of setting this up. So Owlbear was kind of doing whatever he wanted with all the orcs during that time.
Yeah, where's Owlbear saying to put the orcs?
Sorry, wait, what? With the orcs?
So Redcap and Yeti are like doing this whole treasure room thing. What would I think Jason was implying that Owlbear is just sitting there with the orcs. What would you tell the orcs to do? Because like I mean, you at least know like this is your job, right? To order them around.
Here's the thing. I know it's my job. Do I do my job? Is the question.
Fair enough.
What would Owlbear do? Because honestly, what my first initial thought was Owlbear finds one of those kobold carcasses and just starts eating it.
Yeah, you could certainly waste your time here.
But what would be helpful to do?
If you do nothing with the orcs, they're going to stay in the chamber that they're in currently.
I think you should summon Baby Dragon in attack mode.
Here's the actual question. Is them being where they currently are such a bad idea because they have instant access to essentially, here's player Seth thinking this through. If the orcs actually stay where they are, when they enter, they can either storm in through like this pathway or route them through this pathway of going around. So like, is where they are such a bad thing? Honest question. What do you guys think?
The big thing is they're just out of the way of like if players know where like to get to the dragon antechamber or the main chamber rather, they are completely out of the way.
Do we want them to guard the dragon chamber then?
At least some. I mean, we have. They're a little beat up, but we have a lot of them.
Are you just puppy guarding this thing? Is that the whole idea here?
My thought was they could sit. My thought was they could sit there and wait and kind of attack them from both sides. Like as soon as they hear someone coming, swarm in from the left and from the top, and then they can get both. Get that way they can get them. Like they can. What's the word I'm looking for? Route them, ambush them.
Pincer maneuver.
Owlbear, I think, is a good idea.
Owlbear wouldn't think that at all. I'm just kind of thinking for the them right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you guys think, because we could just have them guard the main area where the treasure's at, but that's not necessarily the most strategic maneuver.
You could also decide to split up the gems somehow.
That's true,
right? Because it's a pair. If they'd only get one of them, they can't do the magic thing that you would need to do with them.
That's true.
Yeah. You could put one in the torture chamber.
You could have one eaten by the dragon.
Just feed it to the dragon. I don't know if you know what that would do, but yeah.
I don't think the dragons. These sound like decently large gems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not
that big.
They're not so large that the dragon couldn't eat it. I mean it's
Okay.
a reptile, right? Like it could swallow it if it needed to. It's like a crocodile,
jaw.
right? Yeah, exactly. But it's certainly it's not its normal fare, certainly.
Might have some difficulty feeding it.
Yeah. Have a big bulge in its neck for a while, but
Are there any loose stones that we could like? Oh, this brick is loose. Let's hide the thing behind there, and then let's like
find the most inconspicuous, like just random place for it.
Yeah. Well, and then like we there's like, oh, this brick is loose, and we can put it there and put it in there, hide it. But then we like hammer that brick in, so it's like not going to go anywhere, and it feels like it's solid again.
Yeah, I mean that would be some sort of check.
I think the best thing for the orcs to do is have some of them in here, some of them in here, and then if the adventurers come, essentially like have them surrounded.
Yeah.
That's my current thought. Maybe
I mean this one is literally a guard room. So yeah, you could have, would you want to split up the orcs, have like maybe
half of them in here, half of them over here. And as soon as they hear something, swarm. That's what player Seth thinks they should do. Owlbear is eating a kobold carcass.
And here, actually, I'll do something real quick. I will roll for your treasure, because as it stands right now, all of your like orcs and stuff and Yeti have the hit points that you currently have. But if you happen to get some healing potions in this treasure, you can drink them to get your hit points back. So let's roll for those treasure hoards, shall we? So I think I'll do a little bit higher for these ones. So here
Yeah,
is
because
the
this is
treasure.
supposed to be the big bad's loot chamber, right?
Yeah. This is a little bit more intense. So a lot of gold and expensive things. The only thing that would be useful to you guys is a spell scroll of dominate monster.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I mean Redcap could probably use it. Yeah, unfortunately, the only thing in the other one is treasure. It's just lots of gold and things. So the only like actual magic item beyond the ones you've already gotten is the dominate monster spell scroll. So no healing potions. And unfortunately, as monsters, you have no real good way to regain hit points except for I think well, I guess you could just take a short rest. I'll let you take a short rest. Before things get crazy.
What kind of hit dice do we have?
Well, it should actually say on your sheet. So Yeti, for example, has 60-10 total, right? 6 D10s that he can use.
Is that the one right by hit points?
Yeah, it's the number right by hit points. Plus 18 is the total, so I guess just divide that by 6, and that's your bonus to each hit die when you roll it. Right, because that's how it works. Do you get your con bonus to hit die when you roll them, or you're just rolling the die?
I guess that is what it is. Yeah, it looks like that's what that is. It's the same. That matches mine too.
But is that what hit die normally is for like players?
So I don't remember. I don't use them a lot.
Let me check real quick on like Deli's character sheet. I just want to make sure I'm not giving you guys a bunch more hit points.
I don't mind if you do. You can do that.
I'm sure you wouldn't, but let me just check here real quick. For some reason, it's taking forever to load Deli. Let's see.
I wonder why that.
So
could be.
you have a hit die. It's a D8. It is also plus your con. Yep. So divide whatever that plus number is next to your the dice there by the number of dice, and that's the bonus you get to every hit die you roll. So, and you can keep doing that until you run out of hit dice. So yeah, Redcap hasn't been hit at all, so that doesn't matter.
That was rough.
But yeah, I'll let the orcs do that too.
So
that was better.
Oops.
Or why do I keep rolling 1s and 7s? Five. I'll stick with 5. Are we gonna get another? Are we gonna get another short rest?
Depends. I don't know. Depends on how things go, I suppose.
So for me, Caleb, I have 6 D10 plus 3.
Yeah, plus really 60-10 plus 3? Seems weird.
A total of 6 1D10s plus 3.
Oh, are you saying that's the final thing after you divided?
Well, I mean, my hit points is 6 D10 plus 18.
Yes, yeah. So it's plus 3. Yep.
So then I have 6 dice that I can roll, and each
of them will have a plus 3 bonus. Yep.
Okay. So 11, 33, no, 23.
Just rolling for your orcs.
41. Max.
All right. I'm just going to roll for another orc over here. Basically, if they end up being within a few hit points of their max, then I don't have them. I'm not having them roll again. but otherwise I'm having to roll again. So 5. 6. Perfect. All right. Your forces are back to more or less full strength. Let's see. Iron Cobra probably gets to do this too. What did she have? 78 plus 14. So yeah, D8 plus 2. How much is she missing? 45. She'll just do that. Cool. All right. So any other preparations you'd like to take?
What else we would do?
Are you moving any of the other treasure or just the gems?
That's up to the Redcap.
None of us can use the dominate monster.
I mean,
right?
I'm assuming. Well, I think Redcap can.
Oh.
He has an intelligence score and he has opposable thumbs and a voice and stuff.
Let me put it this way: there's a reason we screwed this up.
Yeah,
and it's people who don't know what they're doing.
Yes, but like because we have Redcap and we've established he's intelligent, I think it's fine for us to
Fair enough. Yeah,
have everybody just work together to be like, what's the smartest thing that we would want to do in this situation and set it up.
Not sure, to be honest.
At least anything you could do in a couple hours.
Let's see.
No, where are you putting the white dragon?
We moved the treasure. Oh, we could try and I don't know if there's worth trying to train the dragon at this point.
I mean, you could stick him in a room and he would defend it, but that's about it.
He goes on the altar. That's where he goes.
All right. I mean, if you give him some treasure to sit on, I mean, there's already treasure in that room. You just give him the treasure to sit on and maybe give him some chicken or something, right? Like from the other room.
Wasn't there like a good chunk of treasure that was still there?
Yeah, just have to sweep it up into one pile and have have the dragon sit on it.
What
Yeah.
if we like bury the dragon in the treasure so they don't really see that he's there at first?
There is not enough treasure to do that with.
Oh.
At least not in that room. You could move all the treasure from the other rooms, but again, like you only have so much time to do this. So, cool. So where are you guys going? Oh, sorry. I guess is the plan still to take one of the gems and shove it into some random corner somewhere that no one will find it?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Jason, let's have you make another intelligence check just to be able to find a good spot for that. Okay, 9 is not so good. Where's a spot that you guys think might be a good spot, but is actually a bad spot? Like this is probably Yeti himself trying to do this, right? And not telling Redcap or something, right?
Put it underneath Tina. Clearly, that's a very safe spot.
Which Tina?
Oh, Tina 1.
Tina Fey. No. If we had a Fey that was a Tina. Anyway.
I like it.
Probably like in one of these pots. Or whatever these are. Where are these?
Aren't those columns?
Those are like columns? Pillars, yeah. Yeah, they're like big pillars.
All right. Are either of these puddles of water?
They're like frozen, like pools of water.
Oh,
like
you know what?
Entirely frozen?
Yeah, I mean it's cold enough here that like they're frozen unless you want to melt them.
Yeti,
you could try to melt them and put them in and then have it freeze again or something, right?
I think Yeti actually takes one of them and like puts it inside one of the dead kobolds.
Just open its mouth and shove it down its gullet. Okay,
great.
all right. Well, yeah, that's a.
And so the dead kobold in that back room.
Yeah. I think it must be in this because you got a 9. I think the idea is that it probably would have been a good idea, except for the fact that the kobold so obviously has something in its throat that that it's like anyone who even pays attention at all will see it.
And Owlbear's been munching on it. Let's be honest.
It's like sticking out like of a partially eaten throat.
It's covered in like guts and blood, and it's like It's hard to tell, but somebody with like a decent perception can be like, wait a second.
Also,
And then the
that's
last
same
question.
room.
Yeah, exactly. Which is against the point that we were originally trying to. Yeah. And then the question would be, where do you guys station yourselves?
Owlbear would probably stay in this room because it's big and he doesn't have to squish around.
Yeah,
makes
around
sense.
me.
Redcap would be in the hallway, ready to pounce into that antechamber.
So like right here.
Yeah.
Yeti would also probably stay in this room.
Makes sense. Big
Reggie.
monsters in the big room.
I can't
Cool.
move out of the room.
Oh yeah, sorry. It has like light. All the doors are like spaces you can't move through. So, but here, let me actually just, since you guys have a full access to the place, I'll just delete all the lighting on this map.
Are these like actually paths and stairs and stuff?
Yep.
Perfect. So can I see up above this?
I think so. You're tall enough.
Yeah.
Good. So what you're saying is if I stand right here, I have cover.
From someone up here, yeah.
From someone back here?
I mean, if there's a column in the way, yeah. You have at least half cover because half of your body is like
Right.
underneath the But I mean, they're not going to be coming from that way, right?
Where's the entrance?
The actual entrance to the dungeon is over here.
Okay, I misunderstood. For some reason I thought this was the entrance room.
No.
That makes more sense.
Entrance to the dungeon is over here to the left, and then to the north there is a corridor that leads out of the dungeon, and it goes to that cliff that Taldiri fell off of. So technically something could come through this door, but like it's like a sheer ice wall that you would have to, like ice cliff you'd have to climb to get to that point. And and if adventurers that come here have fly or something, they could get there, but it's technically.
Well, probably, since I didn't realize that, I'd probably actually be like right there.
Okay, yeah, sure. Just hiding in that room, waiting to burst out. Sure.
The main reason I'm in this room is because I can actually move around.
Maneuver.
Yeah. Well, not that sad. Like if I'm in a tiny room, I have to ask Caleb to take me out of it.
Not anymore. I deleted all the lighting, so you can move yourself.
Oh, okay,
now.
cool.
Yep.
I still think it might be a good area just because it has access to all.
No, I think so.
Relatively quickly.
Yeah. Only, yeah. Cool.
And if we start making noise, you'll notice.
Yep.
Fully.
Cool. That sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and take a break here. And then I think the shot we end on, right, is you guys are all, doing all this preparation and stuff, and then we hear like, we have. We just get a shot of like the door, like the big gate that's like the opening to the dungeon, and we just see like it open up a little bit, and we see like 4 faces like coming in the door, like adventurers have arrived, right? And then we go ahead and cut there. Let's take a quick break, and then come back and we'll do some reverse D&D, shall we? All right, stick around. We got more Gamebound coming at you right after this.